Hi everyone and welcome to CIS 101. Well, now that you've seen the orientation video in terms of Blackboard and the course, as well as seeing my voice thread and responding to the voice thread, now you are ready for week one to complete the rest of week one assignments. You've already become familiar, you've already looked at the syllabus, you've purchased the textbook, and you're going to register in My IT, and you're going to introduce yourself via voice thread. Now, the team name, all right, the team assignment, that is what I want to go over right now to make sure that you understand, because obviously if we're creating a team name and I've created a team groups for you, we're going to be working in groups this semester. All right, and this assignment is not difficult. It's for you to get to know each other, for you to begin working together. And the team assignments, and I like to use the word team rather than group, will be very simple, but you'll be able to get together. You'll need to come to consensus and agree. The idea of using teams or groups, but let's use the word team. Those of you who are working professionally now are used to virtual meetings. Some of you, this is your first time with a virtual meeting, and this is a good time to do this with people in your teams who may have more experience or maybe just a half a step above you with virtual meetings and coming to consensus and working on projects. So I want to make sure that everybody is exposed to this. This is the 21st century. By the time the century, mid-century, and later in the century, we will probably be only virtual, but that remains to be seen. So let's take a look. We go into groups, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so here we are in groups. All right, and you'll see this is not what you're going to see. What you're going to see on your screen, because you're wondering, I don't see this now, it's either group 1 or group 2 or group 3 or group 4 or group 5. Whatever the group is that's showing up, that number, that is where your group is. Obviously, as the faculty member, the instructor of the course, I get to see all of them because I created them. Now let's take a look at what your group entails. Okay, so first of all, you see the members of your team. Okay, and I'm not changing the word groups to teams in the Blackboard. We have to keep that as it is. But in terms of these are your teammates. Okay, now obviously these names are not going to be the same. This is group 1. Group 2 will be something else. Notice that you have a file exchange. When you click into file exchange, ladies and gentlemen, you will see that there's nothing here because in your group, only your team members can see this. I want you to realize how important this is. This is only your team members and, of course, me as the instructor. So to add a file, let's say you were working on something and you wanted to add a file. Doesn't this look like your regular email? And you have to upload or your assignments, because those of you who have been taking courses in Blackboard, whether it's in another college or here at SPS, you already know how to upload a file. Well, this is the same idea. So you could upload a file among each other. You cannot do this for the entire class. This is only for your team. And that's why I keep stressing team. Okay? You have a file exchange. You have... All right. You also have a group discussion board. So the same way the discussion board looks in the general class. Okay, if you want to post anything up on your discussion board, okay, this is what you can do. All right. In addition to the discussion board, again, this is only for your team, no one else. Group Wiki, I'm going to get to that in a minute. And you can send each other email. Now, obviously, it's the email that you have provided to SPS, which should be your SPS account, your SPS email. But if you've used something else, this is going to go directly to you. Notice it's only to the team members. I, of course, have access. If I want to send an email, I will be able to do that for your team. Now, let's look at the group Wiki. This is where we're going to do our first assignment. So if you look at Wiki number 1, Team Manager, please type your name to indicate that you are the team manager for this assignment. Obviously, you have to come to consensus, and you cannot wait until February 4th at 11 p.m. to do this, because you have an assignment that's due by February 4th. So you have to come to consensus with each other very quickly as to who the team manager is going to be for that week. And obviously, you get to know who each other is because of the voice thread. All right. So when you're ready to type, okay, you have to click comment, all right, and you type in the team manager for Wiki #1 is, and whoever your name is, and then you click add. Okay. Now, obviously, I've done this as a different, so I'm going to delete all of this. But I just want you to see this. This is not difficult, as you well know. Some of you have already experienced working with wikis. All right, but this is the team manager. Wiki #2. This is where the assignment, the real assignment is. And notice, ladies and gentlemen, I am grading everything. The team manager, who's the team manager as well, because you can't have the same team manager each week. There are 5 of you. There are 15 weeks in the semester. So obviously you'll get to serve as team manager twice or 3 times for the semester, certainly not every week. In Wiki #2, the team will come to consensus with the name of the team. So instead of calling yourself Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4, Group 5, you are going to be called IT experts or computer experts or anything in terms of health information. Most of you are health information or health services administration. Some of you are, so come to consensus with something that's academic. That's the point that I'm making. So it can't be something like we're all cute chicks or some kind of nonsense like that. It has to be something academic. All right, so we got that. And the same thing, the team manager, the name of the team is, and then you'll add the comment. All right, that's all you have to do for this assignment. All right, Wiki #1 and Wiki #2, that's all you have to do for the group assignment. So if you have any questions, now in general, if you have any questions, then you can go to the class discussion board. All right, and where it says Q&A, I don't understand anything that Professor Sandy said about Wiki #1 and Wiki #2. So maybe somebody in your team will say, well, I got the answer, just take a look at the wiki or whatever it is. All right. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, I want to make sure that you understand this because I already made the point in the orientation video. I am not the sole authority of the class. There are people in this class who are in the graduate level who have more experience working with virtual meetings, with wikis, with anything. And that's why we're working in teams. You really should be learning to work with each other. This is the first time, well, it's not the first time that I've used groups online, but it's the first time that I've used groups here at the School of Professional Studies. I've used groups online at Hostos. So the idea is to have you work as a community and develop a learning community with my coaching you, with my assisting you, with my guiding you. But each one of you has a value. That's why I want you to work in teams. So any questions, either use the Q&A forum for the class discussion or go into your teams and ask questions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy, and I look forward to working with each of you. Thank you. Bye-bye.